you guys heard about those new prohibition laws that were put into place?
I guess this will be our last drink for a while.
That's for sure.
Yep. Enjoy them while you can, ladies.
Cheers.
Prohibition, the legal act of prohibiting the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcohol, was put into place by the 18th Amendment in 1919 by President Woodrow Wilson and repealed under President Franklin Roosevelt in 1933.
News break. Dry laws are being put into place. Make sure you go and get your drinks now while they last, guys.
Well, it's about time they closed down all those brewers.
I know, finally clearing the nation from all our sin.
Woodrow Wilson's getting all the drunks off the street.
It's about time, Alfred.
Fun fact!
Gangsters such as Al Capone and Bugsy Moran had large gangs that were effective at smuggling alcohol across every border and ocean, making almost $2 billion a year.
There were several types of people during the time of Prohibition. One of them was Adolphus Busch, who was the first big brewer who helped to fight against Prohibition. There was also Neil Dow, the mayor of Portland, Maine, who started a petition against alcohol before Prohibition was instated. And Roy Olmsted, who was the king of the Puget Sound bootleggers during Prohibition.
The fight against alcohol consumption goes back as early as 1830. Abolitionists saw drinking as an equal evil to slavery. Before 1919, groups like the Temperance Movement and the Anti-Saloon League fought against the rampant alcoholism. Everyone was drinking more alcohol than ever. People were determined to drink alcohol. In fact, people started drinking more alcohol rather than less. The term bootleggers came from people who hid flasks of alcohol in their boots to smuggle them into bars.
People even made alcohol in their own bathtubs, called bathtub gin. Beekeepers in Arizona lost beehives to moonshiners that used honey to make illegal alcohol.
Although the Prohibition Party started in Kansas in 1876, the greatest battles of Prohibition were in New York, New York.
New York wants beer! Prohibition sucks! Boo!
Drinking is a sin upon this great city.
No, it isn't! You're going down! No more dry laws! Alcohol! Woo!
Although New Orleans was the wettest city with the most alcohol in the country, the battle between the wets and the dries was most prominent in New York.
Fun fact!
The term speakeasy was coined from Pennsylvania. Saloon licenses were taken away, but they kept operating illegally and told patrons to speak easy as not to be heard.
At times, access to a secret bar or speakeasy could be gained only by secret codes and knocks.
Sorry, we're closed for the dry laws.
Prohibition had the opposite effect of what was intended. Not only did people start drinking more, but the economy went down severely because restaurants depended on alcohol to make most of their profit. The government ended up relying on income tax revenue solely because of the drop in money. Prohibition was eventually repealed in 1933 because it was near impossible to make a crime overnight out of something that millions had been doing forever.
So, where do you want to go out tonight, Crystal?
Well, I would say we could go out to Johnny's, but there's no point without an open bar.
I know, those darn dry laws. I heard Johnny's is starting to close down because they can't get enough customers.
Wish we knew where one of those secret bars were.
Yeah, me too.
Get ready to read about the effects of Prohibition and bootlegging in The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Starring Kindle as the camerawoman, Alexis as Crystal and the dry protester, Jimmy as Alfred and the bartender, Daphne as Chiffon and the wet protester, and a guest appearance by the one and only Max as the drunkard. We're excited. Woohoo! absolutely no alcohol was used in the making of this video. Root beer. Good stuff.
3, 2, 1. York wants beer! Prohibition sucks! Whoa! No! You're going down! Drinking is a sin upon this great city. I don't know what you're talking about! Woo! Beer! Alcohol! No more drinking! Woo!
And take 3. Faster! Bigger, Jimmy! Bigger! Bigger! Make it splash!